This is home of the champions. Hey everyone, my name is Martin and today I want to show you my recipe that took me to the World Brewers Cup Champion 2024 in Chicago. And I want to show you why I used the Brewers paper filter in my routine but also at home. So let's get into it. So I'm using the Brewers fast paper filter, in that case the special version for Orea. The first thing we need to do, we need to fold it. And when you fold it the first or the second time, you will see it's super easy and you will get faster and faster. But why? I used the Brewers paper filter. With the Brewers paper filter, you can grind it way finer than you usually would. So you can extract more without any bitterness. And you will also see while you brew with the Brewers paper filter that the mouthfeel will be more creamy, more coating and syrupy. So you get a really fine, nice coating, texture and result out of the coffee. After we finished folding the paper filter, we directly put it in the Orea V4. Why I use this combination? The Orea V4 gives you a fast extraction as well because of the ankle and the fast bottom of the Orea. So this is a really nice combination. But why we are looking for a fast extraction? We're looking for a fast extraction to push the sweetness, the intensity and the lovely characteristic out of the coffee and avoid the bitterness. So with a fast extraction, we will make sure that there is no over extraction inside the brew. So no bitterness, no dryness. And this is what I was looking for in my routine. I wanted to have a tea-like, really creamy and sweet cup of coffee that will change the flavors from hot to warm to cold. So I want to have a really nice journey from the flavors from the temperature changement. To make sure that the Brewers paper filter sits perfectly at the dripper, I'm using a negotiator just as an extra tool, but you don't have to use it. So I stamp it and now I'm rinsing it. I'm rinsing the paper filter to preheat my dripper and my server. I'm preheating it to make sure that the temperature is stable, so that gives me more balance inside the brew. When I rinsed it, I use again the negotiator. So I stamp it again. And now you will see that there will be no pipe pass. So the paper filter sits perfectly at the wall of the dripper. So you will reach the results every single time and it's super consistent and easy to replicate as well. Now we are ready to talk about the coffee. The coffee I'm using today is out of our Wölfl new wild brewing series. I'm using the sea coffee today. So it's a coffee, a natural processed coffee from Granja La Esperanza. This coffee shines with a lot of mango, passion fruit and tropical flavors. And now I'm grinding it at a grind size of 490 microns. So this is a really fine grind size and this works perfectly with the fast extraction and the Orea dripper in combination with the fast paper foam Brewers. Okay, I'm right back with the ground coffee. The ready smells really good and now we are ready to brew. First of all, I put the ground coffee inside the dripper and make sure that it's even. Before brewing, I'm using a needling tool to open up the top of the coffee so that the water and the coffee get saturated even faster. So this gives you more sweetness and also a creamy texture. On top, I'm using the Melo drip. So this is kind of showering tool. So I'm brewing just on the top of the Melo drip and there will be a lot of droplets. And through that, there will be less rotations inside the coffee bed. And again, the coffee will taste more creamier, more sweeter and more transparent. And in combination with the Melo drip, you can also grind it way finer than without because of the less rotations. And now it's time to brew. The brewing recipe today is 17 grams of coffee to 270 milliliters. The first brew I'm doing is 60 milliliters for the bloom for 40 seconds. As you can see, I'm just brewing on the top of the Melo drip. I let the coffee sit for 40 seconds. Afterwards, I will brew my second step from 60 milliliters up to 120 milliliters. When you're using the Brewer's paper filter, you will have a lot of consistency, and this is what we as a barista are looking for. With the even consistency, you have an even result, an even throwdown, and it's easy to replicate and repeat. So we'll always find the lovely flavors again and again, and you can adjust the profile and the recipe really easy, and you will immediately get the result. After 1 minute and 20, we will top up from 120 milliliters up to 170 milliliters. I'm using these 4-step brews to get like a high body, high sweetness, and a creamy texture and mouthfeel. So the first 3 steps, the blooming, and like from 60 to 120, and from 120 to 170 is pushing the sweetness, the intensity, and the acidity. And the last brew with 100 milliliter gives me more balance and make sure that the acidity is well integrated. The last step, up to 270 milliliters, starts at 2 minutes. So the total brew time of this recipe is around 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Alright, and now comes my favorite part. We're smelling the aroma of this beautiful coffee. One thing I want to mention before I'm drinking this beautiful coffee is that we need consistency, not just brewing at home or inside our cafe. We need it for competition. At the competition, we're brewing 3 coffees at once for 3 different sensoric judges. So we need to make sure that all the 3 coffees will taste the same. So consistency is the key to success. And with the paper filter from Brew, we can do that. So now is the time to enjoy this wonderful coffee. I'm drinking this coffee out of the 2-way cups, so you can experience the coffee from 2 ways. With the white side, you will find more tea-like characteristic with more acidity. If you turn it around to the color side, you will get more sweetness and more heavy body. So 1 coffee, 1 cup, and you can experience for 2 sides. And now, have fun with the recipe at home. Let me know if there are any questions, and see you next time. Cheers!